I'm sure many of you guys are like me and spend some part of your day on social media, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. I tend to use Instagram and YouTube a lot, but if you prefer to sell your data to the Chinese, that's totally fine as well. I prefer selling mine to Zuck, and Mr. Zuck knows how to bless the feed of a straight man who spends some time in the gym. My feed is typically full of young, attractive, half-naked, juicy men. And after spending a questionable amount of time looking at these pics, you start to wonder, am I not trading hard enough? Am I not dieting hard enough? Why am I not as big or strong or lean as they are? Maybe it's a strange exercise that they've come up with, and if I buy their program, then I'll look like them. Maybe it's because they're all using PEDs. Or maybe it's performance-enhancing drugs or PEDs have seen their use increase in recent years. Now, it seems fairly obvious why their use has gone up. I mean, who doesn't want to look like a god? The issue is, by pumping your body full of anabolics, you kind of mess it up. Here's a short list from the NHS. Some of my personal favourites are shrunken testicles and breast development. Delicious. Despite all of this and more people are using PEDs. More than 1 million predominantly male steroid users in the UK exist, according to the UK Anti-Doping Agency. So, why is this? I think a key reason for this relates back to the start of the video. Social media. Social media tends to feed us the extremes. That's because the extreme things tend to get clicks. More clicks equal more money equals more reason to keep doing it. It's a loop. This means that normal people tend to disappear on these platforms. They just ain't as valuable to the algorithm. They don't provide the clicks. When it comes to fitness, it's not the average bodies that get clicks. It's the ones that look like if you had a Tic Tac, your physique would fall apart. With social media, it's constantly in your face. And when something is constantly in your face, it becomes difficult to ignore. You can't escape. It's impossible to escape, and this becomes the standard. Want to become a fitness channel but look average? Good luck. Want to be the next Marvel hero but don't want to hop on the secret sauce? Bye-bye movie deal. So clearly there's a financial incentive to lose your balls. If you were offered millions to hop on steroids for a bit, would you? I know I would. And if you said you wouldn't, well, you're pretty dumb. Now, it wouldn't be as bad if they were at least open about their use. While it still damages what we expect normal to look like, at least they could tell us that they're enhanced, right? That you shouldn't try to look like them because they have the backing of doctors and nutritionists to limit harm. They wouldn't try and deceive you, right?
Literally, brown rice, grilled chicken, broccoli, a gallon and a half of water a day, and working out 2 to 3 times a day, 6 days a week for about a year and a half. And then your body will change.
Chicken, broccoli, and rice, the holy trinity for gains, and the reason for the god-tier bodies. I know I was gullible to believe this at the start of my fitness journey, and so probably others would too. If I copied exactly what they were doing, I could look like them. Now that's what they want. They're trying to sell you a dream so you buy their programs. But the cost of this dream is it makes people feel inadequate in their own bodies. And when you feel inadequate, you try to fix it no matter the cost. We'll cover the mental health aspect of steroids later. I first want to touch on the recent promotion of anabolics.
Who is number one daddy?
Pick your daddy.
Is it Daddy Noel or Daddy Sibo?
Over the last few years, several YouTube channels have exploded, and the common link is that they all are open and honest about their steroid use. They include channels like More Plates, More Dates, Greg Doucette, Chris Bumstead, Noel Dazel, and I'm sure there's others, but those are the main ones. For these channels, it was a big no-no to say you were on something, but I guess honesty pays because all these guys are doing pretty well for themselves. The issue though is that while being open about it is much better than hiding it, it still has somewhat contributed to the rise of steroid use. They will tell you how bad it is and how you shouldn't be doing what they're doing, but also promoting the benefits that they and others have received. Noel Dazel did an excellent video on how his transparency could be a double-edged sword. I'll link that video below, but essentially he worries about his own responsibility as being an influencer, and he doesn't want to promote or encourage the use of steroids to a younger audience. Because this is what the younger generation's grown up with, it's normal for them. It looks like everyone's on steroids, so why can't I be? The thing is though, it's not just an issue for the younger generation. This normalization of these enhanced physiques has led to a big issue with the mental health of several generations. The UK currently has a mental health crisis, especially for men. An online questionnaire of more than 500 male gym users by the healthcare firm Medichecks revealed that 75% of respondents had considered steroid use, and they also found that 96% of those polled were unhappy with their bodies and 61% wanted to be bigger. Now, I don't think the numbers would be as high if we weren't suffering from a mental health crisis. People are looking to cure themselves by trying to fix what they deem is a problem, and they see their problem as their body. The body dysmorphia these men are facing to want to have a better physique will drive them to look for unnatural ways to get as big as they want. Bigorexia is the term they're calling it. constantly looking to get bigger, as that's all that matters to you. The issue with using steroids to fix your mental health problem is that it's not fixing the underlying cause, whatever they may be. Instead, you think that by getting bigger, you'll be happy, but you'll never be as big as you want. Honestly, I can understand where they're coming from. On those low days, I wish I was bigger, or had better-looking muscles. But I realise that it isn't the solution to the reason I'm feeling low. Comparing yourself with enhanced physiques will do nothing to aid your mental health, and will only further damage the relationship you have with yourself. Instead, compare yourself with your yesterday, not somebody else's today. If that's all you take from the video, then at least take that. Let me know what your thoughts are on the rise of steroid use. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I wish you all have a lovely day.